Have you ever looked at your body and wondered if it carries hidden signs of your financial destiny? What if the way your eyes shine, the way you walk, or even the calmness of your face could point toward a future filled with abundance? In this video, we'll explore 8 powerful body signs that may reveal a wealthy future, and we'll see how real stories from today and timeless wisdom from the Quran confirm that wealth is more than money. It is a divine trust, a balance between what you earn, what you give, and the blessings that flow back to you. Stay till the end to discover which of these signs you may carry, and how they connect to your own journey toward abundance. And before we start, comment below, do you believe our bodies can reveal our future wealth? Before starting this video, don't forget to like this video, because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our next publications on the Islamic faith. Share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you think. Thank you and good video. Sign 1. Bright eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but they can also be windows to your destiny. Bright, alert eyes often carry more than beauty. They signal clarity, foresight, and a vision that reaches beyond the present moment. When someone's eyes light up with determination, it is as though their inner fire is announcing the future that is waiting for them. This is not just poetic imagery. In real life, successful innovators and leaders are often described as having a spark in their eyes long before their achievements became known. In Silicon Valley, seasoned investors talk about this phenomenon often. They claim they can tell when an entrepreneur will succeed not only by their pitch or idea, but by the energy in their eyes. That spark signals belief, persistence, and vision. One young founder with almost no resources was once laughed at for his ambitious dream of building a digital marketplace. But those who looked closer saw something in his eyes: certainty. Within 5 years, his company was valued at billions, and he became a symbol of resilience and wealth born from vision. The Quran gives us a profound reflection of this truth in the story of Prophet Yusuf, Joseph. When Yusuf was unjustly imprisoned, people were still drawn to him, not because of riches or status, but because of the wisdom and light reflected in his demeanor. In Surah Yusuf 12:46, the king's servant described him as a man of insight and truth. His eyes, his gaze, carried the trustworthiness and foresight that made people believe in his interpretations of dreams. Even behind prison walls, his bright eyes revealed a wealthy future, not only in material success as he later became a trusted minister of Egypt, but in spiritual richness and leadership. In many traditions, bright eyes symbolize hope. They show the world that you can see possibilities where others only see obstacles. If your eyes shine with clarity and hope, you may be carrying a signal of future abundance. This is not just about having attractive eyes, but about what they communicate: determination, vision, and the inner wealth of purpose. Comment if you've ever been told your eyes show determination or vision. Do you believe that spark in the eyes can really be a sign of future wealth? Sign 2. Strong hands. Look at your hands for a moment. Do they carry softness untouched by labor, or calluses earned through effort? Strong hands, whether through skill, work, or artistry, are often signs of someone who shapes their own destiny. Across cultures, hands symbolize productivity, creativity, and the ability to turn ideas into reality. It is no coincidence that those who build, craft, and persist with their hands often find wealth following them. Wealth does not appear from nowhere. It is shaped, lifted, and carried through human effort. A remarkable real story comes from India. A humble farmer facing barren land that others abandoned refused to give up. With only his hands, simple tools, and a vision for what could be, he tilled, planted, and nurtured soil that seemed lifeless. Years of persistence slowly transformed that land into a lush farm. Today, his family not only thrives, but also provides food and employment to his community. His hands became the channel through which wealth poured, showing that prosperity is not always about having resources first. It is about using what you have with determination. The Quran reminds us of the sacredness of work with our hands. Prophet David, was not only a king and prophet, but also a craftsman. In Surah Sabah 34:10-11, Allah says that He softened iron for Dawood, enabling him to shape it with his hands and make armor. He was instructed to work righteousness, combining his prophetic role with the dignity of labor. His hands carried both strength and creativity, proving that working with skill is a path to divine blessing and material provision. When you think about your own journey, ask yourself, what are your hands creating, building, or serving? Whether through writing, farming, healing, or crafting, your hands may already hold the blueprint of your future wealth. They symbolize action, the bridge between dreams and reality. Your hands may carry the blueprint of wealth. Are they creating, building, or serving? Tell us, do you believe your work with your hands can attract prosperity? Sign 3. Confident posture. The way you carry yourself speaks before your words do. An upright posture is more than just good body language. It is a signal of leadership, inner dignity, and resilience. People are naturally drawn to those who stand tall, shoulders back, and head lifted. Confidence in posture often precedes confidence in action, and over time, it can open doors to influence, trust, and wealth. A slouched body suggests defeat, while an upright stance reflects readiness for opportunities. Consider Malala Yousafzai, the young girl from Pakistan who was targeted by extremists simply for seeking education. Even after surviving an attack that nearly took her life, Malala chose to stand tall, both physically and symbolically. Her courage to walk into the world with dignity led her to become the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. She now influences millions, proving that posture is not only about the body, but also about the spirit. Her upright stance represents the wealth of influence, respect, and opportunity. The Quran gives us another powerful example in the story of Prophet Moses. When commanded to confront Pharaoh, the most feared ruler of his time, Musa felt afraid. In Surah Taha 20:25-26, he prayed, "My Lord, expand for me my chest and ease for me my task." What followed was a posture of strength, standing firm despite the weight of fear. His upright stance before Pharaoh symbolized leadership, resilience, and the wealth of divine support. He did not bend under pressure. He stood with confidence, and history remembers him as a liberator. Posture, then, is not just about physical health. It is about how you announce yourself to the world. When you walk into a room with your head high and your back straight, people perceive you as capable, trustworthy, and ready to lead. Wealth often follows those who look ready to handle responsibility. How you stand can predict how you rise in wealth and influence. Have you ever noticed how posture changes the way people see you? Sign 4. A calm face. Our faces are like mirrors, reflecting what is happening within us. A calm, peaceful face tells a story of patience, self-control, and inner richness. In a world filled with stress and conflict, those who carry a calm expression often become magnets for trust and opportunities. People feel safe around them, respected in their presence, and drawn to their wisdom. This invisible currency of calmness often leads to wealth, not only financial but also in relationships, influence, and legacy. Think of Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison, he emerged without bitterness etched on his face. Instead, he carried a calm and dignified expression that inspired millions. His serenity gave him the moral authority to lead a divided nation toward reconciliation. Mandela's wealth was not only the recognition of a Nobel Peace Prize, but the deep respect of generations who looked to his calmness as a symbol of true strength. His face became a living testimony that peace within leads to power and prosperity without. The Quran and Islamic tradition also highlight this quality. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was described by his companions as carrying a serene and composed face, even under pressure. His calm expression reassured people in moments of fear and conflict. It was not wealth in coins or gold that made people trust him, but the tranquility that radiated from his demeanor. His calmness became a wealth that drew loyal companions and followers who believed in his mission. Calmness attracts wealth, not only money, but opportunities and loyal allies. A face that radiates patience invites the world to lean closer, to trust, and to follow. If your face reflects serenity, it may already be signaling a future filled with abundance. Do you know someone whose calmness feels like real wealth? Sign 5. A steady voices carry power far beyond sound. They shape trust, inspire movements, and open doors to influence. A steady, firm tone reflects clarity, authority, and wisdom. When someone speaks without wavering, people listen. History shows that leaders who command attention with their voice often also command opportunities, respect, and even wealth. A shaky, uncontrolled voice may signal uncertainty, but a steady voice is the mark of someone ready to lead. One of the most striking modern examples is Greta Thunberg. As a teenager, she stood before world leaders and spoke about the urgency of climate change. Her words were simple, but her voice was steady, firm, unwavering, and charged with conviction. That steadiness turned her from a lone protester outside a parliament building into a global figure recognized across continents. She did not inherit financial wealth in that moment, but her voice brought her influence, recognition, and a kind of wealth that reaches far deeper: legacy and leadership. The Quran also emphasizes the importance of a controlled, balanced voice. In Surah Luqman 31:19, Luqman advises his son, "And be moderate in your pace and lower your voice. Indeed, the harshest of sounds is the voice of the donkey." This guidance shows that a steady, measured voice is tied to wisdom, dignity, and respect. Just as uncontrolled speech can repel others, a calm and steady voice draws people closer, building trust and authority. When you speak, do people feel clarity and stability? Your voice may be more than sound. It may be a compass for others. Wealth often follows the voice that people trust to lead or inspire, because trust is the true foundation of prosperity. What's a voice you've heard that felt wealthy in spirit? Sign 6. Open hands for giving. Generosity is one of the most visible signs that wealth is on its way. Open hands, ready to give, reflect abundance of spirit and a willingness to share blessings. Those who give selflessly often find that wealth, both material and spiritual, returns to them multiplied. This principle is not only moral but practical. Generosity builds networks, trust, and reputation, all of which create opportunities for growth. A real-life example comes from Dubai, where some of the wealthiest individuals have invested millions in hospitals, schools, and charitable projects. Their open hands do not diminish their wealth. Instead, their contributions enhance their reputation, create social influence, and generate opportunities that bring even more prosperity. This is a modern reflection of an age-old principle. What you give, you receive back many times over. The Quran reinforces this idea beautifully. Whatever you give in charity, Allah will replace it. Surah Saba 34-39. Giving is not just a moral act, it is an investment in your own future. Open hand attract blessings and opportunities, both visible and hidden. When you give without expectation, you align with a divine principle that transforms generosity into lasting wealth. The hand that gives is the hand that receives multiplied blessings. Whether it is time, money, or effort, giving opens pathways for abundance in ways you may not immediately see. Have you ever given something and later received even more in return? Sign 7. A clear forehead. Your forehead can reveal more than thought. It reflects clarity, openness, and honesty. A calm, clear forehead often signals a person who is transparent in intentions and ethical in actions. In business, medicine, and leadership, people who carry this honest light in their expression tend to attract trust, partnerships, and opportunities. Their wealth is not only measured in money, but in the respect and credibility they earn. Doctors and psychologists note that individuals who are transparent and ethical often have facial features that convey openness, an uncluttered expression, relaxed muscles, and a clear forehead. This subtle signal reassures others, making collaboration and trust easier. Transparency in appearance aligns with transparency in action, and both create pathways to success. The Quran also illustrates the power of this inner and outer light. The term nur, light, is described as a shining from the forehead of the righteous. Surah An-Nur 24:35. This light is both spiritual and symbolic, guiding people toward truth and blessing. Just as the light of honesty illuminates a person's path, it also opens doors to wealth, opportunities, and divine favor. Your forehead may reflect the light of honesty, which opens doors to wealthy opportunities. The clarity you carry in your mind and in your expression signals to the world that you are trustworthy, ethical, and ready to receive abundance. Do you believe honesty is the true face of wealth? Sign 8. Steady feet. Your feet are the foundation of your journey, both physically and symbolically. Steady, firm feet signal stability, direction, and discipline. Just as a tree with deep roots weathers storms, people who walk with purpose and remain grounded attract wealth and opportunities. The way you plant your feet in life reflects how prepared you are to seize opportunities and navigate challenges. Unsteady steps may lead to missed chances, while grounded, deliberate movement opens the door to lasting success. A powerful real-life example comes from refugees rebuilding their lives in Europe. Many arrived with nothing but determination and faith. Those who moved forward with purpose, securing work, building skills, and remaining disciplined in their plans, often created thriving businesses and sustainable lives for their families. Their steady feet, even in the face of uncertainty, allowed them to transform hardship into opportunity and stability into prosperity. The Quran reinforces this principle. In Surah Ali Imran 3:147, it is said, "Make firm our feet and grant us victory." This verse reminds us that steadfastness and stability are essential for achieving success. When our foundation is strong, we can endure challenges, grow, and allow abundance to flow into our lives. Where your feet stand, wealth may follow. Stability attracts abundance. Each deliberate step you take, grounded in discipline and faith, can lead to opportunities that multiply both material and spiritual prosperity. Where are your feet taking you? Towards struggle or towards abundance?